My name is Xiaoma Junyang. I'm actually from southwest China, Chongqing. It's a city that develops really fast now, and it's a very densely populated city, and it's very busy. Other than that, we have really nice food there. We are famous for our hot pot, famous for all the spicy foods. People just came for the spices there. And I came to UK at the end of September, and now currently studying German with Management Studies in UCL, and I'm 20 years old now.
What had you been told about the UK before you arrived?
I was being told that first about the weather. It's really, really different from my hometown, and it tend to be have a lot of dark days. The night falls really early, like in the 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon, even especially during winter times.
Especially London, like people tell me the weather's really bad. Like it's always cloudy and rainy, but when I got here, it's not that what I expected. It was quite sunny like most of the time, and one thing I didn't expect was it's very foggy, and especially today, like I walked out the window, I walked out of the door, it's like, wow, it's so foggy, and then I talked to some of the locals, they were like, oh, that's normal. So for me, it's quite different, but apart from that, that's pretty much the same.
Well, because I'm a law student, I was told that the UK was the kind of the home of the common law and where all of it originated. So I thought it would be great to kind of study law in the place where it all came from. And also, I think I heard a lot about the British stereotypes, especially in the years when I was applying to university. There was a meme going on the internet saying that the British kind of drink tea and carry on. I think that's still quite a thing. It's still found in t-shirts nowadays.
I think my first impression of UK is that it's a really rainy and wet country, and it's like 5 days of the week cloudy, and you can see it's really difficult to see sunny days here. So I spent a lot of time getting myself used to it, because in China it's always dry and there's little rains. So yeah.
Did you have any worries about living in the UK before you came? And if so, what worries were they?
Yeah, I can't worry about the weather. Apparently it rains a lot, and rain's not good for like people's mood. And being first year in uni, I quite nervous about what my mental health gonna be like.
Before I came to UK, I actually worried about myself, like having to speak English to many people like 24 hours a day, like a week. And then I'm worried about it because I'm from Hong Kong, which we use Cantonese to speak with the others in daily lives. And when I moved here, I need to speak English to everyone around me, and that is my worry, because I can't really speak English that fluently compared to other native English speakers, so that's my worry.
What were your first impressions of the UK?
The first thought is that the weather is really good. I have to say that, yeah, I've heard rumors that maybe it's very civilized, so the environment is a little bit bad. Yeah, but the truth is that it's very good. I lived near Hyde Park. So it's really nice to get the blue skies, the green grass, and people are friendly.
People are very friendly, and the environment is very comfy for me. I don't find it very difficult to adapt to, and probably the British accent.
Was the UK like you thought it would be, or was it different to those expectations?
I think UK is very similar to what I expected before I came here, because like I've said before, I've been here, and then I know that this is a very international city, and people here are very nice, as I expected, because I know that many Europeans are very nice to people, so it's very close to my expectation.
I think I found UK quite as I have expected, and although I haven't been to UK, but a lot of my friends in Singapore have been to it, and they told me a lot about it, and I think it doesn't caught me off guard. Yeah.
What is the best thing about living in the UK so far?
I think it's difficult to answer that because it is based on what you choose, where you choose to live. Yeah, but based on my knowledge, I was living in Lilian Pension Hall for almost 12 months. Yeah, so at first I was in a catered room, so it's very convenient, and you don't need to worry about the dishes. Yeah, you don't have to wash the dishes, of course, and you can get socialized among the hallmates. Yeah, in the dining hall, in the common room. Yeah, and now I'm in the self-cater room. It's more like I got my own things, my own kitchen that I can do whatever I want. So I think maybe this is better for me now.
What was the most surprising or shocking thing about life in the UK?
How multicultural UK or London is. Because I go to uni and I met classmates from all over the world. It's literally all over the world. And like even the professors from different countries, which makes sense because I'm doing math and computer science. And there are, of course, like, King's is really good for its war study, so I met a lot of European students, and it's good to communicate with them.
The most shocking thing? Well, I think it would be what happens to the UK, or London specifically, when it snows. I think when I lived in Beijing, there was snow and the city doesn't quite shut down when there is snow. But here, the city shuts down. Even the underground, where just like 100 feet below the surface, it shuts down because of snow. That boggles my mind. There's no snow underground.
I think the shocking thing here is that people here, living here, can be like, most of them are party animals, we call them, which is very different from where I come from because I'm from Hong Kong. Though it's like an international city, my friends are not that, like, they don't like party that much compared to people here, but then people here can really go to parties like every Friday, or even they can go on Mondays or Tuesdays, which is very shocking to me because like I don't like that much drinking, but like people here really like drinking, which is very different from where I've been.
What have you found most difficult or challenging about living in the UK so far?
I think so far is that I cannot really blind into the British culture. As you know, there are so many Chinese students here, so sometimes the Chinese students prefer to go to Chinese students to go to a party or do whatever they want, but really they will not go to the foreigner friends. And things, you know, there are a lot of culture differences between the Chinese and the British. So I think it's you don't really blind in the cultures, and sometimes you don't know what they're talking about. Even though you try to, maybe you try to read the newspapers on tube, you try to watch the televisions, but since, you know, we are here try to get a master's or PhDs. We are not here for a long time, and we have a lot of homework to do, so it's relatively not easy to get blended in.
For me, it's like because I don't have any relatives or cousins living here, so I have to do everything on my own. Especially like I know people who have like cousins or relatives, they can like ask them for help. But for me, it's like seeing the doctor, like going to set up a bank account, all things you have to do it yourself. That makes me independent at the same time, which is a good thing.
I think right now for me, it's really to manage my time well because I have a lot of things going on in school, and you need to balance your social and your academic work. So, and since I study abroad alone, so I really need to self-manage my time really well to adapt to it.